Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead. And today we thought we'd give you a little bit of insight maybe observations on our trip to the big city.
Big city. Well,
Wausau.
Our big city.
Wausau.
Yeah.
Well, and okay, first of all, the reason for this video is not to stir up any kind of fear or anything like that, because we don't do fear. We do trust in God, and we do preparedness, and we try to make sure that we're taking every step we can to make sure that everybody's provided for. And then after all of that, we still try hard not to be anxious about anything, because that's not what the Bible says for us to do.
Right.
However, I know that inevitably there's going to be people going, "You're just talking about scary stuff," and okay,
we're just talking about what we're doing. Honestly, yeah. It's just what we do.
But you also can't be like the ostrich. You can't just stick your head in the ground and act like there's nothing happening.
Right.
So we're going to tell you some things that happened when we went on this trip, and none of it is designed to make you go, "Oh my gosh," but to be aware, again, like we just said.
Yeah, this is what we're doing, and
what happened.
I wanted to share it with you,
so you can hopefully make according steps for your family.
Right, exactly.
So we went to the Grand Old W, as they call her.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
It's called Wausau. W-A-U-S-A-U.
Yeah.
WSAU.com. I don't know. Anyway, the reason why it's the big city around here is because they happen to have stores like Sam's Club, and there's a Best Buy, which...
There's a Home Depot and...
all the major...
Menards, and, all the big
chains.
Box stores. Humongous Walmart, which we actually didn't go to yesterday.
Thank God.
Yeah, no. No,
okay.
That particular Walmart, I'm not a huge fan of, because it is so big.
And it's so crowded.
It's so crowded.
And the people are less than courteous most of the time.
Yes.
That would be a kind way to put it.
That is a kind way to put it.
So here's the scoop. The first question to answer would be, why are you even telling us this? Why is this a big deal at all? Well, we watch a lot, or I watch a lot of news that's even international news, and market watch sort of thing, how money is coming in and out of different countries, what military is doing what, because that affects things. And yeah, they go cyclical in some parts of the year, believe it or not.
Everybody's got chili.
And well, the writing's on the wall, folks, that it's October, and there are a lot of supply chain problems that have been going on and have just been all of a sudden compounding one after the next. And well, we have kids, and Christmas is coming.
Right. And while they're not greedy children by any means, we still want to be able to bless them, because they are amazing kids. We are so very grateful to have these kids. And yes, we have 3 others, and we are very grateful for them as well. But these kids that live with us right now are...
the ones that are at home.
The ones that are home have just been an amazing...
blessing.
Yes, they are just an amazing blessing. Whenever I'm not able to do what I'm supposed to do because of cellulitis or my Lyme disease, they're right there. They're on it. I'm so very grateful.
So that said, we want to make sure that if it is in our ability, which right now it is, to take care of a few things and set some stuff aside now, just hide it away and kind of forget about it. And then when Christmas rolls around, we'll be able to bless them.
Yeah.
So that's why we went.
Yes.
Now, what
we saw.
Okay, first things first. Since we were going, whenever we go to the big city, we try to double up, triple up, quadruple up on as many different things as we can at once, because it takes us an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
And then we just don't like the chaos
There's way too many people there for us. And we came from a big city. You know, we lived in Cincinnati for 10 years. And before that, we lived south of Tampa in Florida for 20 years. So we're not strangers to the big city. I have just come to the realization that I don't like them at all.
The city, not people.
Not the people. I don't like the big cities. I don't like how many cars there are. I don't like the traffic. I don't.
Rude.
People people are.
It's getting worse. Just call a spade a spade.
People are getting more rude, and
short, angry with each other.
Yes.
Everybody's on edge.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that has to do with the mighty C word that we're not supposed to say.
Right.
Because if you do, then it's medical malpractice in
Whatever.
YouTube.
Doesn't matter.
I'm teasing about some of that stuff.
Yeah.
But some of the words get your videos blocked.
Right.
So you got to be careful. But, so, yeah, people are much more on edge.
Much more rude. Pushy.
Quick,
and
cut you off.
Yes.
Me first, me first,
yes.
me first.
That's a lot of... that was 90% of the people we saw today. Just in your face and just in your face during this thing. And, you know.
And act like you're not even there.
Oh, yeah.
Like you are the least...
Yeah.
You are of no importance and get out of my way.
There was one very kind woman, and I don't say that sarcastically, one very kind woman that, you know, we were at one of the stores and she asked very kindly if she could pass. You might not have.
I might not have been there then.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was just, she was very polite, and that's very unusual.
So, and the attitudes, okay, now here's the thing. A lot of you guys may not know this, but believe it or not, we don't have $5,000 cameras that we film this channel with. It's our phone. My phone films this. It's on a phone right now. And so whenever we have a chance to, you know, when you can level up and get a new phone without having to pay anything and they just keep your contract going, we level up.
Yeah.
The very first thing that we found out was 0 phones available. None.
Yeah.
None. They said 3 weeks. And I know that does not mean 3 weeks because we know what's happening with those ships that are off the coast.
Right. So that's okay.
So no phones. No. That was strike one. No level up for me. No level up. She loves the tech more than I do.
I kind of do. I'm weird like that. But
it used to be flip-flopped.
Fleet Farm actually had quite a bit on their shelves.
But I don't know if you noticed. There were signs everywhere that they had. They do this really cool area for the kids with toys that's bigger than even Walmart's toy section. But I saw probably 30 signs that said, hey, lay away now because you don't know when you might not be able to get it.
Yeah, get it now.
It said, get it now because you may not be able to.
Yeah.
They were these printed out. You could tell they did them just fast because there's no corporate logo on them.
Right. And
so there was that.
Yeah.
There were signs everywhere.
I did see those, yeah. Yeah, there was layaway was everywhere. There's one of those big sandwich boards right as you come in the store. Layaway while you can get it.
While you can still get it.
Yep. Yeah.
There was that. There was an interesting thing that I'll have to be careful on how I word this. There's a popular term right now for a horse wormer that has a certain chemical in it that is rumored to do certain things for certain things.
Right. We won't.
There were big signs that said, "Don't eat this."
Oh, really? I didn't see those.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm paraphrasing way down.
Right. This is not for consumption.
This is not for
human
food.
Consumption.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
Ridiculous.
Funny. But let's see, where else did we end up? It was just shocking that there was a huge difference in the last time we were there with just the amount of stuff that was on the shelves.
I noticed when we were at Kohl's that, you know, what used to be where you could barely fit between the racks, they are way spread out now. I've never seen a store this spread out.
Yeah.
That was
And well, especially going into
shocking.
the
Going into the
holiday season.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
know it's their job to make it look full.
Right, but it's I would say it was probably half of what was there last season or the year before. Yeah.
One thing that was bizarre, and I actually talked to an employee. We went to the Best Buy store to do some looking around for things like techie stuff, and they had a truckload in this particular store of TVs.
Oh yeah.
Massive amount of TVs. They were everywhere, and I asked an employee. I said, "Well, hey, with all these shortages, are you guys look like you're set for TV?" He goes, "Yeah, but that's about it."
That's all they have. They don't have anything in the back.
I guess no.
Oh,
no,
that's about it. They're set on TVs, but nothing else.
Not a lot coming back in.
No.
I mean, okay. To me, this smells fishy. This whole thing, it kind of feels like all of a sudden a magic wand's going to get waved, and then poof. Christmas is saved.
Right before Christmas, everything is saved because then the shelves are full and
somebody looks good all of a sudden.
Yeah,
real good.
Somebody in the upper ups looks real good.
Kind of like they knew that all of this was. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
you decide for yourself on that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. Just when we were in the other place, we ended up at Home Depot. And one thing that was bizarre was there was tons of lumber, but the prices were really, really high.
Yeah, that price has not come down. That went up last summer, 300%.
Yep.
And that has not come down. It may have come down just a touch, but not to where it was. I did notice at where were we at?
I don't know. It's all blurring together. Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Sam's Club was not nearly as stocked as normal.
Oh, no, it was not.
No, they usually have, I mean, it's full to the rafters. It was not full to the rafters.
Yeah, actually, now you think about it too, like I was looking, because I wanted, okay, here's a guilty confession. Every once in a while, about every 6 months, I get a hankering for sheet cake. Like white sheet cake, like the stuff that you get at a celebration.
The stuff that you get from a bakery, not
or
the stuff
wedding.
that you can make. I mean, you could probably make it at home, but it's not the same. The sheet cake you get from a bakery is just a cut above.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I went around sniffing around to see if maybe they have because sometimes they'll give you like a quarter of a sheet cake.
Yeah, or just a small,
and I thought,
small round one.
I'm gonna sneak one into the cart. No one will know any better. It'll be all good. And the meat section, there was meat there, not much.
Not much.
Not much.
No, and I did look at the prices of some of it, and a lot of it was just through the roof.
The ribeyes were $25.99 a pound.
Yeah.
Yep. Ribeyes,
yeah.
So that's a little more than normal.
That's double, hon.
Not for us.
Well, not for us, but that's double what it used to be. It used to be $12.99.
Yeah.
And on sale, $9.99. Woo! No.
Well, and we have some friends that have a small grocery store that also does bulk foods, and they've said they've had to start bumping things up 20-25%, and they've held out for a long time without price raises.
Well, their cost has gone up.
Yeah.
She was telling me that one of the, I don't remember what item it was, but it was now more than her cost.
Yeah.
Was what it was. That would make sense, but anyway.
Yeah. Well, I guess the whole bit here is that if you have some means and you think, you're gonna have to start thinking ahead, guys.
Yeah.
If you're not already thinking ahead, you got to think ahead because you may not be able to get certain things. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I'm saying that that's just people are gonna go out and they're gonna buy as they can, and I don't think that they're going to be very quick in restocking. That's what this is all about.
No, that's not happening.
Unless the magic wand gets waved.
Right.
And then poof, save the day.
We were somewhere, again, another place, and I pointed out, I was like, that shelf was completely barren. I can't remember where it was at, but it was just, everything was gone off of it.
Well, and I don't watch a lot of YouTube channels because we're always doing stuff.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing stuff, I'm writing music. But one of the channels I do try to watch as I can is the Patriot Nurse. And she loves her dollar stores. She loves going into those dollar stores for preparedness stuff and for a lot of things. I watched a video of hers, a bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched probably 5 minutes. And she was kind of just going through that store. Whoa.
Empty.
A lot.
Wow. Well, in the Dollar Tree, which everything's $1 at the Dollar Tree. Not anymore. They're raising their prices. 20 and 30 and 40, 50%. So it's going to be $1.20 to $1.50 or more. So
better plan ahead.
Yeah.
If you can. If not, get you a chunk of wood and start whittling. Homemade gifts are the best.
Homemade gifts are the best.
They're the best.
Yeah.
And hey, come on over here and make me a sheet cake.
You're funny.
If you can make a good sheet cake.
Yeah, let us know. How do you make? What's the recipe for a sheet cake?
There's a billion ingredients on them.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why. It's like, you know how like a regular box cake. We don't do box cakes, but you remember how like it was all the holes were real big.
The bubbles inside the cake are a lot bigger. I think they're using cake flour in a sheet cake instead of regular flour.
Well, all I know is the holes on a sheet cake are teeny weeny. Well,
yeah.
On that note,
they popped them all before they bake it.
Takes a while. You have to have very, very tiny little pincers.
That's right.
I think that's enough of this nonsense. Hey, I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day.